Hello Libras, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your no contact love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, Libra, we're taking a look at the current energies towards you of the person you're in no contact with. What do we have going on for Libra? We're going to take a peek, but we're not going to keep them out. You have the King of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. We'll see if they find their way back out into your reading. What do we have going on for Libra, please? All right. We have the King of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. That is a lot of closed off energy. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck for their general overall energy. I was going to say that is some very stark differences from that top row to that bottom row. And then you have the Two of Pentacles, which is kind of that back and forth energy as the overall. And it makes a lot of sense. My goodness, Libra. All right. Signs I'm seeing for you so far. I see Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, Aries, Taurus. I feel like somebody has a lot of mixed emotions. You know what this kind of feels like? Where I do feel that somebody could be having some emotions coming up for them. I'm really drawn to that on the Moon card, the little lobster coming out of the water, symbolizing things kind of coming up that were either repressed, buried, from the subconscious, things that were kind of just coming up that we weren't aware of. And I do feel that here, where I definitely feel like, and these like the dog and the wolf, they're howling. I definitely feel like their feelings are feeling kind of noisy and loud right now. And they're coming up, and I do feel like it's coming from this period of no communication. It's almost like going into it, Libra. I feel like this person was in one energy, and now that they've been in this space where you guys have been out of communication, I feel like they're in a very different energy because of these things that are coming up for them. So that expression, sometimes the silence can seem so loud. One, it can be that, you know, that can be very telling. And I kind of feel like that here. I feel like this person going into this was King of Swords, and this is in their area of their mind. I'm going to detach. I'm going to put this boundary up. I'm going to cut this off. You know, the King of Swords can be putting up boundaries, cutting things off, detaching. It can be kind of a cold energy. And that's what somebody's, you know, that was in their thoughts. That's their conscious energy. Their feelings very closed off. The Four of Pentacles, you know, no, I'm not going to open up to this. Very stubborn energy, very closed off energy. And so you can see both of that with their head, with their heart, and then their intentions, you know, to block this out, to put their guard up. I'm not changing my mind. I'm not backing down. So a lot of very, very closed off, stubborn energy from this person going into this. But all the energy moving forward, it looks very different. So there's obviously something that shifts here from where they have been and where they, like going into this reading, going into this no contact, to where they are, you know, moving into. The Ten of Pentacles as a challenge. To me, this could be a couple different things. One, sometimes the Ten of Pentacles, when it comes up as a challenge, can indicate that there are different views of what we want for the connection. And what I mean by that is this could be like maybe one person wants one type of connection and one wants another type. Maybe one person is looking for something solid, stable, committed, serious, and one person is not. Or maybe it's like one person is wanting the white picket fence and the kids, and somebody else is like, I don't think I want any of that. I just want to get an RV and a cactus. It's not saying that one is right and one is wrong. They're just very different, and it can be hard to build a life when we're building, having different kinds of visions for that. So it could be something like that as a challenge. It could just be that one of you was wanting something more than the other person was at that time. If it's not resonating that way, then the Ten of Pentacles as a challenge can indicate that, to me, the Ten of Pentacles can be a card of our valuing something. To me, this could definitely feel like maybe somebody was not seeing the value in the connection, whether that is maybe they didn't see the value in having a close bond or a close relationship. Maybe they were valuing other things, right? They were valuing freedom over that instead, or being able to go out with friends or whatever it is, not that you can't go out with friends in a relationship, but maybe they were valuing more of like that single life as opposed to a relationship. Like I said, there's not saying that anything like that is like right or wrong. It's just saying that there's opposing values here, right? It could also indicate that somebody just wasn't valuing you the way that you deserve to be valued. So that could be that's showing up here as kind of what the challenge is. So somebody going into this energy, kind of cold, kind of detached, very closed off, very guarded, very matter of fact. That could have been very, very hurtful, Leo, or somebody could be dealing with a Libra. I kind of feel like some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius. Like I said, some of you guys, I don't see Leo here, but oh yes, I do with the Seven of Wands. Some of you guys, it could be Leo. I also see Aquarius. Now, moving forward, though, we see this conflicted energy coming in. We see this Moon card, this uncertainty, things starting to come up for them. That Two of Pentacles, which is a card of, going back and forth, trying to make a decision, but it's also having mixed emotions, and that's why you're kind of going back and forth. So now somebody's starting to question things. They're not quite as certain about that first stance. I do feel like with this Ten of Pentacles, too, it could be now that what is that? What do they say? That expression. Sometimes it takes having to lose something to be able to appreciate it. We don't know what you have until it's gone. That one. I kind of feel like that here. I feel like somebody wasn't seeing the value when they had it, but now that they have lost it, Libra, I do feel like somebody is starting to see the value of that relationship, of the connection that you shared, of the bond that you shared. And I feel like that's part of where some of these emotions are starting to come up from. Somebody's feeling things that they didn't expect to feel. I think they thought that they were going to be able to just kind of walk away from this, and that was going to be that. And I don't think that's the case. I do feel like moving forward, you're going to be hearing from somebody. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. It definitely looks like some kind of offer or opportunity to have some kind of new beginning. Even here under here, we see the Page of Pentacles. So it does feel like this to me is a confirmation of communication. And I do feel, like I said, there's going to be some kind of offer or opportunity being presented to you. Definitely an opportunity to step into a new chapter with this person if this is something that you want, because the Four of Wands definitely can talk about that. Stepping into a new chapter can definitely be a card of reconciliation. It can be a higher level of commitment. So, it could be that this is something that this person had to experience to realize that there is value in this, and that actually this is what I want as opposed to this. Now that I've experienced, life with Libra and life without it, I want life with Libra, and I definitely feel like there's potential for a new beginning if it's something that you want, okay? Only you guys get to decide what's best for you, but I think the opportunity will be presenting itself to you if you want it. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps, and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.